Meanwhile, floods have been identified as the most common and recurring disaster in Nigeria, especially along the banks of the major rivers and coastal states, including Ondo State. Now, reason why the Ondo government must begin to educate and sensitize residents on the potential danger of annual floods and how to prevent them. Now, the report.
Flood affects and displaces more people than any other disaster. It also causes more damage to properties and has claimed many lives. Recall that in recent years, some parts of the country have witnessed monumental damage and losses recorded during floods, with severe consequences that had more devastating effects on the environment. Thus, following the consistent rains throughout this past weekend that has caused so much flooding in the community, it is high time the Ondo State government and local government authorities, stakeholders, multinational companies, public-spirited individuals, and philanthropists without delay begin to sensitize and educate the general public about ways to prevent flooding before the rainy season begins rather than after. Government at all levels must strictly enforce town planning regulations that forbid building houses along water courses, lowland areas, riverbanks, and other ecologically sensitive areas.
Hey! How are you? Vous êtes sur BTV.
Therefore, to avoid flood disaster and its destructive outcomes, it is advised that the government and people of Ondo State be equipped and prepared to prevent floods, and where they occur, they must ensure that the consequences are minimal on the people. Following the recent development, however, let me reiterate that they must swing into action with measures to prevent the danger associated with floods instead of waiting to rehabilitate victims.
This is the Tanla Road.
In the meantime, action will be put in place to prevent flooding where it occurs, while response and mitigating plans as well as strategies to reduce its severity and destructive effects be put in place.